welcome to my channel. My name is Veronica. Today is episode 2 of my Juvia's Place series. If you are new here, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you can be notified when I post future videos. Also, if you are new here, please check out my other videos. I have a whole series on Morphe palettes that I tried, and then also I have the first episode of this series from the Berries by Juvia's. Since we are on the topic of being new, I have a toddler running around. That is all. I'm really excited. So today's video is gonna be different. If you saw my last video, I had really great feedback from my Get Ready With Me, and I think I'm gonna continue doing that. If you are, if you are returning, you know that my Morphe series I did a voiceover because sometimes that is just easier. And I did the Get Ready With Me video last week. I got really great feedback from that. I think that I will keep trying to do more videos like that. It just really depends on my toddler. In my episode 1, I had mentioned that the berries didn't have names on them, and I wasn't sure if all the palettes were like that. Well, they're not, because this one does have the name. 6-pan palette. And it is so beautiful. I love it. In her collaboration, I'll include it in a picture so you could see the full collaboration. But she does have 2 glosses, but I only snagged one. I wanted to see how the gloss was done. I'm not a big fan of gloss because it tends to get sticky, and I personally prefer matte lipsticks. This is the gloss, the one that I grabbed. It's called Naomi. So go ahead, stick around, grab something to drink, grab something to eat, whatever suits your fancy, and let's go ahead and get started. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave comments below. I'm excited. Okay, y'all are back with me. I already primed my face and put some hydrating lip balmer. And I am prepping my eye with my MAC Painterly paint pot. So I am gonna do that really quick, and then we'll jump into the palette and my first impressions. I hope you all caught my last video, the Get Ready With Me. I got a lot of good positive feedback from that, and I'm really excited because the people who viewed it enjoyed it. And as I explore more and more into YouTube, I'm starting to see that a lot of viewers prefer the longer videos as opposed to the more shorter videos. The viewers like the dialogue and of course the comedy and people's real personalities coming out, as opposed to being fake and putting on a show. And I will be completely honest with you all. What you see is what you get. Some days I'm goofy and I like to play. Most of the time I'm telling very corny but funny jokes, despite what my husband thinks. He thinks my jokes are not funny. And I know y'all can hear him. But I disagree. So I think I'm going to do a half cut crease. Obviously I want to try to use all 6 colors of the palette. I typically don't use brown in my eye looks, only because I guess a little intimidated by it. I've always done a lot of black, blue, purple, pinks, all those colors in between. So I want to make sure that I incorporate this palette. So with a fluffy brush, I'm going to go ahead and grab what I'm going to use as a transition color. And the brush I'm using is Morphe M433. I'm still waiting on my Robert Welsh brushes. If you saw my last video, you know what I'm talking about. Before I put them on, I want to show you what these colors look like. So this is the transition before, of course, that it's blended out. It is such a pretty color. It's almost like translucent on my finger. This is Stush, and that's the oranger color. What I love about this palette so far is that it's very complementary to the season that we're in right now, so it can be both fall and winter colors, but then also it can also be like a springtime, summertime color. I love it. Okay, and then this is Akua. It's gorgeous. This one is BSG, and that one is this color. And then this one is Perfectionist. It looks like it's kind of like a rose gold with like specks of white. I don't know. It is so gorgeous though. Look, kind of like, oh, like chrome, like a rose gold chrome. I don't know. It's gorgeous. And that is named Perfectionist. Of course, why wouldn't it? It's gorgeous. And then this one is like a gold, and of course it's called Extra, my husband's middle name. Let's go ahead and get started. So I started with my transition color, and it's gonna be, again, it's gonna be this color, Busy. So I'm gonna put that here, and since this is my transition color, I'm just gonna, you know, put it all here just to kind of like a very free, just putting it here to get it started as my, you know, my transition slash base color. Do that on both sides. So I might either speed up when I'm doing my editing. I might either speed up the second eye, just so you don't get bored. And the reason why I say that is because I'm left-handed, so I struggle a little bit more to do my right eye because I'm left-handed. So I tend to not talk when I'm doing my right eye, only because I have to concentrate a little bit more. Okay, so we got our transition color, the fun stuff. I really want to be sure that I use Stush. I want it to kind of pop. Since I've decided to do a cut crease, I'm going to grab a fluffy brush. I'm using by Morphe M513, and I'm gonna pick up Stush. I want for this color to pop. I want it to show a lot, especially in the video, because I want it to do it justice. All of these are just so beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna do right under my transition color. I'm gonna blend it right under my right under the color Busy. First, I'm gonna go ahead and tap, tap, tap. And I wanted to make sure that that color pops, right? So I am putting it very, oh, this color is so gorgeous. It's so pigmented. To use this color, to try this for the first time, I am not disappointed. It just like blends so beautifully into Busy. Look at that. Oh, it's so gorgeous. Okay, cool. Okay, so let me go ahead and do my right side really quick. And I'm gonna use my other mirror because it's just easier for me to do it that way. Oh, this is such a beautiful color. Let's move on to the next color. So with my blending brush, I am going to pick it up with, it's Morphe M506. So with this blending brush, I'm going to be picking up the color Akua. So So I'm just gonna place it like this. And then I open my eye so I can make sure that it's going to the right spot. Okay, and then I am just gonna blend it all in. Look how beautiful this color is, you all. Look how it blends into Stush. Like, and then the transition colors, sometimes when I do my transition colors, they get lost. And this one hasn't. Like, you could still see it. Oh, it's such a beautiful color, you all. While I'm in this spot, I'm using the Morphe 431. With my precision brush, I'm gonna go ahead and pick up BSG, and I have not yet done my right eye, of course, and I'm gonna pick up BSG because that's gonna be the color that I'm using to add more depth and kind of, you know, shape the eye. So that's gonna be on my outer eye. Oh yes, it's so beautiful, you all. I'm just gonna blend it with the same brush that I used with Akua. I didn't pick up anything else. I'm just blending it with the color that I placed there, that I still had there. Okay, then I'm gonna go back to the brush that I used it's the blending brush that I used with Stush, and I'm not going to pick up any additional color. I just don't want to lose Stush in the blending, because I'll go back and add a little bit more of my transition color, but I definitely don't want to lose Stush. So then we'll grab my precision brush again. I'm going to grab some concealer to do my half cut crease. So the way that I do my half cut crease, I put my concealer like this, and then I look up, and then I look down, and that's where my eye creases. I'm gonna grab my Morphe M213. It's like a smudger brush, but I'm gonna use it for my half cut crease or to start my crease here. And I'm just going to get that all set up. I am loving this palette so far. It is such a beautiful palette. Going to pick up Perfectionist, which is that beautiful color right there. I'm gonna use my finger. Oh, look at that color. Look at that color. So I'm just gonna, okay, so I got all the color placed. I just want to pick up a little bit more color on my brush and just kind of clean it up, make sure that everything is packed on there. Okay, I went ahead and I finished the part for the half cut crease off camera just because I could not concentrate, but this is where we are right now. So I am going to grab the color Extra, like my husband, and this is the color, and it is, I'm getting a really flat brush also, and I think I got these off of Wish. I want to say I ordered them off of Wish. So there's no name. Go ahead and pick up a little bit of that with a brush first, and then if I don't like the way it placed on my eye, then I will use my finger. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that here, right at the corner of my, right on the inner eye. So I know that it's not gonna, it doesn't show very much because it kind of blends in well, not kind of, it does blend in with Perfectionist. One thing I did notice, and I am totally in love with, it doesn't have much any fallout at all. Okay, so I'm going to get the color Stush. I'm gonna use a different brush. I'm going to use the brush for Match 217, and I'm going to pick up Stush, which was the orange color, and I am going to pack that in my under eye. The next thing I'm going to do is grab my smudge brush on the Morphe, the one that I used, BSG, and I'm going to pick up a little bit of BSG and then just smudge that in there, right there, right at the waterline there. So this brush goes, you know, this one goes a little closer to the waterline, so it's easier. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and pick up Extra and place that right here. Okay, off camera, I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows and eyeliner. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I have my brows done for the most part and my mascara on. Okay, so, and the eyeliner, of course, but that's the eye. Get everything else done and then I'll give you my final thoughts. Like I said, the last video that I did was a get ready with me. I was still waiting for my Juvia's Place palettes to come in, and I got a lot of great feedback, viewers letting me know that they like the, you know, get ready with me story time type of video. And I did a little bit of you know, YouTube research, and I saw that that is a lot of what people do. So I think that is something that I may stick with. It just depends. A lot of the time when I do these types of videos, I have to wait for my baby to be asleep. Like right now he's awake, so y'all might hear him, you know, scream or cry or play or sing. He loves to sing. So a lot of the time when he's awake, which is when I do like the voiceovers, it's easier that way because I could just do it really quick and I'm not easily distracted for the most part. Yesterday I went to Ulta, and Ulta was having like a huge sale, and Pure was like 40 or 50% off. Of course it was select items, it wasn't all of it, and I have been curious to try Pure because starting YouTube, I hadn't completely started trying new things. I was still kind of like stuck to my old habits. So I'm still trying new makeup, trying just seeing what else is kind of offered. I've been watching some videos. Well, when I say some, I've been watching Raw Beauty Christy, and her, you know, a lot of her videos, she uses the Pure Selfie Stick foundation, I believe. And so when the sales lady told me yesterday that having a huge sale on Pure makeup, I was like, oh well, let me go check it out. Foundation that I got is 4-in-1 foundation stick, and it's a cream to velvet matte foundation. So I bought these. I wanted to try them. They're 40% off. I think the original price for the foundation alone is like $36, so I got it half off or 40% off. And then I got the concealer also. So I'm just gonna put some here. Okay. So like I said, my little one is awake and now he is staring at me in his little jumper. So you will be hearing him probably lose his mind, but it's all right. Let's go ahead and get all of this done so I can give you my final thoughts of the Juvia's Place with Vanessa collab. Okay, sorry, I had to move the baby because he was getting a little loud. So we are finishing up, polishing everything out, and I am going to apply my Juvia's Place lip gloss from her collab with Vanessa, and it's called Naomi. They have two, and the other one is a nude, and then this one. I didn't get both because I'm not really a big fan of lip gloss. I prefer matte lipstick, but I wanted to try it out. I'm gonna line my lip first. So I didn't get a lip liner from Juvia's Place. I don't know why I didn't, and I didn't even think about it yesterday when I was there at Ulta. So what I was thinking. So I do not have like a very my Cupid's bow, it's pretty much non-existent, so I typically color it in, or I draw it out, and it takes a lot of work sometimes, and then for it to just go back to being non-existent, it's a terrible cycle. Okay, so that color is so pretty together. Okay, and I'm just gonna use my finger to blend it into. So a big reason why I don't like to use glosses is because they're sticky. Now I know some products are not sticky, and this is one of them. So this is just, I really, really love it. I am going to put on some lashes, and then I'm going to move y'all so you aren't so much in my space. Just kidding, in my face. Anyway, I will be right back and we'll go over Juvia's Place. This is the finished look. First impressions, I love this. I do have to say that I am a fan of Juvia's Place. So I had berries on hand, which is how I was able to record episode 1, and so far I really like Juvia's Place. Now as I mentioned, for the gloss, I'm not typically a fan of gloss. I don't like how some glosses are sticky, and 2, I prefer matte lipsticks. So those are the only reasons. Now after trying this one from Juvia's Place, and this one is so beautiful, Naomi. Yes, and the palette, I love the palette. I mean, you all saw the first impressions as I'm putting them on. I love I love this palette, the color story. She did a great job with this collaboration, and I am a huge fan now, and I probably will follow her in Instagram and YouTube. I'll be a subscriber, but I'm really, really, really happy with today's look. I hope you all liked it. Again, if you are new here, please consider hitting the subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you can be notified when I post. And also, if you liked the video, please hit like. If you didn't like the video, please leave a comment below and let me know what I could do better. Stay safe, and I will be seeing you all soon. Bye.